Hey, it's Aaron Negherbon, the founder and CEO of TroopsDirect.org. I want to just talk for a few minutes about what's going on in the Middle East and how it's not just the Middle East, but how a lot of things are interplaying here right now as it pertains to us at home, as well as what's going on in the world as a whole, and also as it pertains to our troops. This is a big and serious issue that's going on between Israel and Iran. And in my opinion, finally, we're, taking out the paper tiger, as I say, with Iran. It's kind of all hat, no cattle. But that's not to dismiss the fact that their proxies are a lot of dangerous people that we've gone after for decades. I believe that the U.S. is going to kind of go in there and drive the death knell on, the final blows to Iran coming up here, maybe sooner than later. But the thing I'm really concerned about is the fact that Iran has said that they will come after us. All right, fine, so be it. I don't believe it's going to be Iran that's going out there and launching missiles at us, but I am concerned, and a lot of the people that are a lot smarter than I am that I've spoken to inside of the military and some three-letter agencies have all expressed their concerns about bad guys, terror cells, ISIS, Al Qaeda, whatever we want to call it, being activated here in the United States, but also across our allies' nations to inflict maybe the largest levels of harm and damage to the innocent people that we've ever seen before. Things akin to 9/11, perhaps. I know that a lot of people have seen the interview with Sarah Adams, with Sean Ryan, and there's other ones out there. And I'm in agreement on a lot of what was discussed on those podcasts. But we need to remember a couple things. The first one is this demonstrates what's happened just in the past few days between Iran and Israel, that our troops could be called at a moment's notice. No warning, very little warning, and they've got to up and go. In this situation, are troops going to be deployed, boots on the ground, going into Tehran? I don't think so. But when's the next call going to be where they do have to respond at that type of level? I believe those days are still amongst us and not just something of the past. Moreover, it demonstrates that we never know where the next conflict is going to be. And we have our troops, again, spread all over the globe. They're not just in Iraq and Afghanistan like they used to be in kind of the grand scheme of things. But our troops are everywhere. And they're ready to respond. But we never know what it's going to look like when the call comes for them to do that. And that's why they need to be as prepared as they possibly can, both through their training, but also in the equipment that they have. And I can tell you, and we've got the proof, that the amount of requests that we are getting from units around the globe, and I'm talking in the Pacific, I'm talking in Africa, Central America, Eastern Europe, everywhere, is significant. And the stuff that they're asking for is, again, not cookies and candy and logs of dip. The medical request, the comms request, the helmet request. We've got guys asking for body armor cares. We have guys asking for body armor, which we won't do body armor, but there's a lot of other stuff that's coming around. And these are significant, real things. And our troops need to be prepared more than ever because they lack the global infrastructure that we enjoyed, if you will, in Iraq and Afghanistan, where all this stuff was kind of compiled there. But with everybody everywhere, the logistics have imploded. I was talking to a guy, Marsoc dude, and he confirmed that. He says the infrastructure of logistics is not what it once was. And our troops need to be equipped. Our troops need to be prepared because something is going to happen. Where and when, we don't know. But let's all agree that something is afoot as it pertains to Iran and their proxies' retaliation for what has transpired. They've already done a lot of stuff, as we remember a couple Octobers ago, back in Israel. And, I think that things are going to land on our front porch again. So, again, we need to remember that our troops are out there. I believe that something significant is going to happen with U.S. in Iran as far as, dealing with the stuff 300 feet underground and all that stuff, and that's coming pretty quick. But we also have to realize that our troops, wherever they are guarding our borders, either acutely or from afar. And we need to make sure that they have everything they need. We should not be getting requests from any service member for anything that is halfway reasonable. But when they've gone to their supply lines and they've gone to their bosses and their higher ups and all that kind of stuff, and they're not getting what they need, and it's literally, I have to reach into my own pocket to buy this or I won't have it, and it's needed, that is inexcusable. And that's why Troops Direct exists. I'm very humbled by, the paddles that I have on the wall behind me from SEAL teams and MARSOC dudes, and the American flag that's behind me. I can't see all of it. That was given me by 10th Group from some stuff that we did for them, plus everything on my walls and all those things that are all gestures of gratitude for what we have done for our service members. And we're proud to do it. But these tokens of appreciation prove to everybody that what we did for them was needed. It wasn't a nice to have or something like that. And as long as we have an American out there in uniform, we will be here waiting for their call. So in closing, God bless our troops. God bless you. God bless this nation. And let's pray that we kick the shit out of Iran and return to a state of normalcy as best we can around the globe. Thanks again for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.